Howdy, howdy, friends and neighbors. This is your old pal Bede coming to you from deep in the jungles of Java. Welcome to Radio Farside, where we call a spade, a jackass, and we shine a little light on all the rusted out parts of modern life that folks pretend ain't there. Today's topic comes by popular demand. A whole passel of y'all been writing in asking the same dang question. Where the heck does Bumbledick come from? And I get it. It's not in the Bible, it ain't in Webster's. And the Urban Dictionary? Please. Those jokers think Bumbledick is some kind of self-help appliance. Bless their ignorant little hearts. They wouldn't know satire if it bit 'em on the blessed assurance. Now, for you regulars around here, you know good and well that Bumbledick is our go-to term for radical Democrats, deep state goons, and all those bloated, self-satisfied ideologues who couldn't argue their way out of a wet paper bag, but insist on climbing into one just the same. These are the folks who specialize in painting themselves into corners using the holy trinity of bad logic, worse rhetoric, and industrial strength arrogance. And then, when the paint dries, they declare it a modern art piece and give themselves a grant. But here's the kicker, and it might surprise you. Bumbledick ain't my invention. No, sir. Credit where credit's due, it comes from the late, great Preston Jones, a Texas playwright who knew his way around a laugh, a broken dream, and a good, stiff drink. Jones was born in Albuquerque, though legend has it he couldn't spell it, so he hightailed it to Texas. Ended up at the Dallas Theater Center, where he birthed a gem of American theater known as the Texas Trilogy. Now, if you're enjoying these snippets of history, art, and the insanity of humanity, how about clicking the like button, smashing the subscribe button, swinging by the share button, and maybe dropping a tip in our jar? See details in the description. Back to the party. Let me paint the picture here. 3 plays. The Last Meeting of the Knights of the White Magnolia, 1973. A pointed jab at a dying breed of Southern gentlemen who mistake their own decay for dignity. Luann Hampton Laverty Oberlander, 1974, the slow unraveling of a small-town beauty queen who discovers that dreams are delicate things, especially when dropped repeatedly. The Oldest Living Graduate, 1974, starring a crusty old coot named Colonel Kincaid, who's trying to preserve a piece of the past while his own son tries to sell it out from under him. It's that colonel, that cane-waving relic of a man who first utters the word Bumbledick. He uses it to describe someone so profoundly useless, so proudly wrong-headed, so confidently incompetent, that you wonder if they trained for it. I first worked on White Magnolia back in 1979, the very year Jones passed. And let me tell you, that word stuck to me like a chigger on my withers. Bumbledick. I've used it ever since, because what better word is there for a pompous fool with no talent but endless ambition? And so, yes, dear listener, our use of Bumbledick is equal parts homage and warning label. It's linguistic bug spray for the bureaucratic termites currently chewing through the beams of civilization. Now, why does any of this matter? Because language matters. Words are the DNA of culture. You want to know where a society's going? Pay attention to the words it uses and the ones it tries to outlaw. Once upon a time, people knew this. Back when the trivium was still taught. Grammar, logic, rhetoric. Our forebears weren't just reciting facts. They were playing with ideas, inventing new ways to speak truth to power. You know, funny things, clever things, true things. We had Twain. We had O. Henry, we had Wycherley, Molière, and Mozart. Now we've got TikTok influencers mouthing off between skincare ads. The art of double entendre, innuendo, and satire has been squelched. Try saying something witty in public now and watch some purple-haired Bumbledick leap out from behind a fern to accuse you of microaggressing their emotional support hedgehog. We're living in a warped game of whack-a-mole, where every attempt at humor gets clubbed by the Ministry of Literal Interpretations. So what do? We fight back, with art, with language, with theater, not that highfalutin lecture the audience about climate doom drivel, but real theater. Honest, dirty, hilarious, tragic, human theater. Support your local stage. Encourage productions of plays that say something, whether it's Tartuffe, The Country Wife, or Preston Jones's Texas Trilogy. Encourage new writers, new ideas, so long as they remember what a punchline is. Buy a ticket, drag your in-laws. Hell, buy out a whole performance and give the seats away like theater-stamped hand grenades. Because in the end, art is our greatest weapon against the Bumbledicks. And they know it. They've been using it against us for 200 years, twisting it to suit their narradimes, sanitizing it until all that's left is a beige puddle of good intentions and bad storytelling. They tell us mathematics is the highest form of truth. Well, I hate to break it to you, but math ain't got no soul. Theater does. Language does. Humor does. So let's bring it back. This has been Radio Farside, where truth gets told, language gets liberated, and the Bumbledicks get roasted. Till next time, keep your mind sharp, your tongue sharper, and don't take any wooden narradime.